The fabric of reality had grown thin, fraying at the edges of the multiverse like an old cinema screen. It began in the void between dimensions, a place where forgotten cartoons and heroic archetypes drifted. Felix the Cat, ever the opportunist, had been walking along a path of solid musical notes when his signature yellow bag snagged on a tier in space. He tumbled through, landing not in his usual monochromatic world, but in a metallic hangar that screamed with the industrial hum of the future. Standing before him was a small boy with spiky black hair and eyes that glowed with the soft blue light of a fusion core. Astro Boy looked down, his sensors whirring. "You aren't from this timeline," Astro observed, his voice calm. "I'm from wherever the plot requires me to be," Felix chirped, pulling a giant, sentient mallet out of his bag. "But I think I've taken a wrong turn at the inkwell." Before Astro could reply, a discordant siren began to wail. The hangar walls groaned and split as a colossal, angular silhouette descended from the clouds. It was raiding the brave, its ancient, stylized armor gleaming with a golden, mystical light. Raiding wasn't attacking, it was fleeing. Chasing it were shadows, monstrous, shifting blobs of anti-ink, the rot that consumes animation when it loses its whimsy. "The dimensional anchor is failing," a voice boomed from the cockpit of Raiding. Suddenly, a pipe-smoking sailor in a tattered blue uniform vaulted over a crate, landing with a heavy thud. Popeye the Sailor Man squinted at the sky, his forearms bulging with muscles that seemed to ripple like tectonic plates. "Well, blow me down," Popeye grumbled, reaching into his shirt to pull out a single, dented can of spinach. "I don't know what kind of metal bird that is or why the cat's talkin', but I don't takes kindly to bullies messin' with the neighborhood." The anti-ink spread across the tarmac, erasing the floorboards beneath them. Astro Boy's jets ignited, lifting him into the air. "Everyone, hold on," he shouted, grabbing Felix by the scruff of his neck. Popeye didn't need help. He popped his spinach, the can flying open with a musical ping. As he chewed, his arm transformed into a literal piston, his anchor tattoo spinning like a vortex. He leaped, latching onto Raiding's massive golden leg as the robot banked hard to avoid a wave of erasing static. "Raiding," Astro called out. "Sync your energy with the Toon force. We have to rewrite the boundary." The ancient god robot pulsed with light, merging its occult power with Astro's advanced robotics. Felix, realizing the stakes, reached into his bag and pulled out a giant, oversized pen. With a wild grin, he began scribbling in the air, creating a solid bridge of ink that glowed with pure, unadulterated imagination. "Give it the spinach, sailor," Felix yelled. Popeye delivered a punch, not at the shadow, but at the space next to it. The sheer force of his Toon physics impact shattered the stability of the void, creating a gravitational collapse that sucked the anti-ink into a single, harmless dot. With a final, heroic heave, Raiding fired a beam of concentrated restoration from its chest, while Astro Boy calculated the geometry of the universe to seal the tier. As the light faded, the four heroes stood on a patch of neutral ground. The world was beginning to reset. "Well," Felix said, adjusting his tail, "that was a rather colorful afternoon." Popeye chuckled, his pipe puffing a cloud in the shape of an anchor. "Sure was, kid, sure was." Astro Boy offered a respectful nod to the giant golden warrior, who stood silent and stoic before the dimensions began to pull them apart. One by one, they faded back to their own stories, back to their own genres, leaving behind only a faint, lingering smell of spinach and the distant sound of a cartoon whistle.